Alright, new day. Today I'm going to build these S gussets. Pretty much 6, and I guess I'm going to go 4. 4 inches either way is probably plenty. Should be good. Kind of show the process that I go through that. I almost rather use my phone because the GoPro is kind of, the sound is really crappy on it. This is my plasma table. So pretty much this is all just home built out of junk that I had lying around. Don't know what to say about it other than it's a water bed. It's a 5 by, I don't even know what it is, 5 by 7 or something. It seems bigger, but it's not 10 feet. But it was big enough for the stuff I figured I was going to make. Usually anything I'm making, it's always in a small little corner anyways. I'm always making small gussets and brackets and stuff. Or like, this is just a prototype of a lower alternator bracket mount. Junk like that. Header flanges. I build custom intakes. I don't know. It's just some, like a Chinese controller board with a I don't know what you call that. Height control. I just have a 60 amp Everlast plasma on it. Just an old computer. It is. Kind of do. So that's my gusset now. You go overall size. This thing's 10 inches wide and 6 inches high. So I need, this will be my drop for my front of my frame rail, and then I'll box it in. Right around here is where I stop, wait for my compressor to fill back up, and then I finish cutting all the bits. Alright, there you go. You can see all the pieces cut. Take one out, show it to you. It's not very hot because it's a water-cooled bed. You can see there's a little bit of slag. I usually clean them up. I put the holes in just so I can give it some extra gusset. I'm doing these all out of 3/16. So that's these. I gotta clean these up. I might make my notches for the back yet. So I still gotta grind these all down, or grind the slag off it, clean up the edges so she welds nice. For some reason when you plasma it doesn't weld very nice. But what we have is, this is the idea. I'll adjust the frame accordingly, but then I can, that'll give me my step that I need. Well, there you go. Here's the frame. It's just mocked together right now. There are no gussets or anything. This is just the basic setup. Just want to set it in there, see how she looks. Saved you all the grief, but essentially that's my Z. Nothing's been boxed or closed in yet. I haven't added any gussets or anything back here yet. That's just where my bed will be. And then I'll do the suspension and stuff for the back. Yeah. Well, there we go. Frame's just mocked up. You can see it just fits the perimeter of my box. I have to figure out what I'm going to do for suspension, braces, fuel tank, all that jazz. It's kind of, those are those fenders I was talking about. Kind of mocked up just to get a feel of what everything is. So there you can see what I was talking about. Nothing's fully welded or gusseted yet. So this is the overall picture of what I'm going for. Yeah, I think that's good for tonight. Pretty much got the frame sorted to where I want. Well, I'd mocked up the motor. I've actually burned in the mounts. What I did is I took two passenger side LS mounts, trimmed them, and they actually fit in there pretty good in my frame. I'll have to box that up after, but it's not bad. Works okay. Motor squared up, pushed as far back as I can. Looks doable. Right now I had to flip my springs around. What I'm going to do basically is this axle is going to move back under here, and my spring is going to go under this cross member. It'll be up in the front like that. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to torch these, and I'm going to bend them straight, get them roughly aligned with my spring. I'll just get it rough right now because I might have to bring it out more and straight to get my spring geometry right, but for now it'll be okay as far as just to make it a roller. Holy, how people hold this stuff and shoot a video is beyond me. Gonna try that again. You can see I have them in there. The angle's wrong. They should be probably like around there, but I can fix that later. Now the idea is this is gonna go under this perch, mount, whatever. I'll have to build some way to bolt it on yet. But that is the plan. Well, because I have a very short attention span, I'm going to work on my brakes, or at least a rough bracket where my brakes are going to go. I have this pedal assembly. I believe it's out of an old F1 pickup. Looks like somebody's modified it but never actually finished it, so I'm going to work on that. What I'm going to do, somebody's modified it for a newer master cylinder. I'm going to make a bracket that comes off to which I can weld to the car. It's pretty straightforward. Just a flat bracket with like 4 holes, 3 holes. I'm not sure which way I'm going yet. Probably all of the holes. And then the plan is to mount it right here on the side of the frame rail. As you can see, I got my motor and transmission. I don't have a transmission cross member yet. I just have a simple whatever to hold it, just so I can get an idea of the weight on it and stuff. Set to do firewall, everything. I don't think I showed this yet. This is my spring perch. It's just tacked in. Like I say, those are gonna have to get modified yet. I might bring them up on top of everything just to get the car lower yet. No, the other way. Got to go down, get the car lower, because it still sits pretty high in the front. It'll depend on the fender, so I won't muck too much with it yet till I find that out. But this I can unbolt it, so now at least the front's a roller. The other thing I have is my steering box. I got this Vega box, but I have an insane amount of issues trying to get around the motor mount and then somehow do exhaust and all my other stuff. Should be fun. So here's what I came up with. I got a different master cylinder. I think it's from a Dodge. Then I cut a plate, bolted the master to it. This bolts to this plate. All right, I'm calling it for a night. You've seen the spring. We've got some major steering issues. So originally I was mocking this up with a Vega box. Now depending if I go headers or not, I don't know. I had a Samurai outside, so I took the box off of it. The geometry is a little weird, but I think it'll be okay. But at least if you look at it, I can kind of make something work. I just had a steering column I just threw in to see where it should sit. So I'm thinking there's going to be a monster amount of U-joints in this thing. Anyways, that's where the motor sits. I'll have a recessed firewall. Pretty much going to run like the back seat out of a Camaro Disco era. I'm going to run that with the seat bottom, so that'll be my back seats. I have my master cylinder tacked in. It's kind of, it doesn't feel good, so where it is, I'm going to have to adjust where that, where the pedal sits. If I can keep my steering column high, then I won't have anything in my way. See that there? I just ratchet strap my steering column in. Transmission's there, no cross member yet. I still have to finish welding those these gussets, and I gotta slug this and put some ends on them for my steering. But because I'm such a scatterbrain, I'm probably tomorrow gonna work on the rear suspension, and so I can make the car a roller. Not too bad considering I only have like I think 3 days into this thing.